Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Are you hearing me? Hi guys, it's your boy Imani here, back with another video for you today. So I have been struggling with what I wanted to say in this video and also what the title of this video will be. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to say or what the title will be. So I just woke up, so I sound and I look awful, but I need to get it done. So for today's topic, we'll be talking about something that a lot of us are afraid to admit affects us, or something that a lot of us don't want to talk about, and that is mental health, specifically depression. And I did say us because yes, I am one of those persons that do suffer from depression. A lot of persons might not know it. A lot of my friends might not know it because I don't talk about it a lot, but it is something that I struggle with on a daily basis, and it can consume you. It can consume you. So first we're going to start off with what is depression? Depression is a mental disorder characterized by at least 2 weeks of low mood that is present across most situations. So depression affects people on a emotional and psychological level. It lets you feel bad about yourself. It lets you feel bad about your current situation, where you're at in your life. It makes you feel lonely. It allows you to build up all these negative thoughts about yourself and your surroundings and your life in general, and then that is the fuel that pushes those negative thoughts into your mind, those thoughts of what you should do with yourself because you're not worthy, or you don't belong here, or you don't deserve to be here. Because it fuels those thoughts about what you should do with yourself. And a lot of persons don't understand that, hey, some people get thoughts about themselves, but then when you constantly hear something in your mind and you're constantly saying something to yourself based on how you feel, after a while it becomes second nature, right? And you fall so deep into the pit, it is hard for you to come out by yourself, and you need help. What are some signs of depression? Trouble concentrating, fatigue, feeling of guilt, pessimism, insomnia, irritability, restlessness, loss of interest, overeating or appetite loss, aches, pains, digestive problems, persistent anxiety, suicidal thoughts. So those are some of the signs that you should look out for, because it is not the person walking around with a plaque on their forehead that says, hey, I am depressed, because a lot of persons, they themselves don't know that they are depressed, or they don't want to share that they're feeling some kind of way. They don't want to just get up and say, hey, this is how I feel. And so, because I believe in this time and age, a lot of things are focused on perfection and the look and the lifestyle and the money and the this and the that, but a lot of persons forget about their emotional well-being as well. And because we forget about our emotional well-beings, we tend to go put ourselves through things that we genuinely don't need to go through. Some persons, not everybody, some persons. And I think some of us, we do try to please others, and because we try to please others so much that it gets to a point where we no longer valid our own thoughts. Our own thoughts are not what we want. We want what you say and what you do, and what do you think I should do about this? What do you think I should do about that? And then when we don't get that, we don't feel like we are good enough, because we're looking to you for validation and we are not getting that, right? So some persons experience it on that level. The reason I wanted to make this video specifically was because I myself have been struggling with depression for years. And it has gotten worse in the past 2 years since I've been living in Germany. Primarily because everything that I grew up knowing, or everyone that I grew up knowing, I am isolated from. My family is not here. My friends who I grew up with are not here. Friends that I've made along the way who have been genuine friends to me, they are nowhere to be found. They're not here, I should say. And I've made friends here and they're beautiful friends, but we're all going through the same thing. And I think we're all struggling with the idea of how to help each other, and we genuinely don't know how to do so because we're trying to focus on bettering ourselves. Because in my opinion, I can't be a help to you if I'm not in the right headspace, or if I'm not in the right emotional state, because you're going to ask me something and I'm going to give you an answer based on my emotions, which might not be the right answer, or based off how I'm feeling, and it might not be the right answer. Oftentimes what happens is that I I tend to snap. I tend to snap at people, not snap my fingers, but yeah. I tend to snap at people. Some of my friends around me, that is, not strangers, but some of my friends around me, I tend to snap at them sometimes. And it's not intentional. It's just sometimes my emotions do get the better of me. And it is sad, and it is something I'm trying to deal with, but I'm not at the point where I've completely controlled it as yet, and I'm trying to work on it. I genuinely am. But what I think made the situation worse, or made my emotions just burst everywhere, was the fact that my father died some time ago, and he was buried, and the thought keeps hitting me. First of all, let me say, my father wasn't a bad father and he wasn't a good father. He was just not present. I knew him. I've spent time with him. I loved him because he was my father. And he passed away. And the very thought of one of your parents not being on this earth anymore, it kind of messes with you. That means that there is no more reconnecting. There is no I'm sorry. There is no I forgive you. There is no we'll work on it. There is no this is who I am. There's nothing. There is no further conversation to be had. There is Everything is as it was the last time that we spoke, which wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad conversation. It was actually a happy conversation. But the thought of one of your parents no longer walking on this earth really affects a person. And I've been trying to deal with it for a while now, and I don't think I'm dealing with it properly. So I am actually going to get help. So I'm learning to deal with the death of my father, and I will be getting help for that, and I will be getting help for my life in general. But as a person who struggles with depression, oftentimes I get thoughts, right? And these thoughts are not good. They're always negative, and they're always suggestive of what I should do or stuff like that. Don't judge someone based on what they do, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their mindset is. You don't know what their emotional state is. You don't know what they have to go home to. Don't judge a person based on what they do. Try to understand who they are first, and if you can't understand who they are, leave it alone. That's it. So here are some ways in which you can help someone who you think might be suffering from depression. I will be posting this list on my YouTube page and my other social media platforms, so go ahead and take a look how you can help someone today. It is so ironic, but when I posted my last video last week, one of my old friends messaged me and he said to me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Why do you ask?" And he said, "You don't look okay in your video, the one that you just shared." I was like, okay. And to be honest, I genuinely wasn't okay in the video. But I knew that I had a commitment to you guys, so I had to push through. And that is the thing. A lot of persons have commitments and they have to push through, and they just do what they need to do, but they are not okay. They are not. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back next week for another awesome video. I promise next week's video won't be so emotionally heavy. Okay? Imani out.